Why wasn't Viserys a real dragon? You have to understand the lore behind what it means to be a dragon, in the context of George R. Martin's intricate fantasy world, and particularly within the Targaryen lineage. Being called a dragon isn't just about having a bold streak or a penchant for fiery destruction. It's not even about the literal notion of these majestic, flame-spitting beasts. When you look at characters like Aegon the Conqueror, or even Daenerys, they were dragons because they embodied the fierce spirit, the resilience, and the sheer dominating presence that could command not just respect, but awe. Viserys, on the other hand, was all veneer with none of the substance. Picture this. You have the name, you have the silver hair, and you have the lineage. But when push comes to shove, where is the might? Where is the gravitas that makes soldiers want to march for you and enemies to quiver at the thought of your wrath? Viserys had none of that. He was entitled, yes, and he had grandiose dreams of reclaiming his family's throne. But that's where the dragon-likeness ended. He lacked the leadership, the tactical insight, and most crucially, the temperament of a true dragon. Daenerys had it. She rose from the ashes, both figuratively and, well, almost literally. In history and literature, real leaders, the ones we remember, the ones we consider dragons in their own right, they inspire. They turn the tide of battles not just with might, but with something intangible inside. When Viserys was faced with adversity, he whined, he cowered, and he bullied his own sister. That's not dragon behavior. That's petulance masquerading as royalty. And it's perfectly highlighted by his last moments. A real dragon? A real dragon wouldn't have ended up with a crown of molten gold, unable to command respect or fear, but instead, eliciting a sort of pity mixed with disgust. From my cozy corner of Portland, Oregon, I see parallel archetypes in all historical tales. It's the difference between those we remember with a certain reverence versus those who are cautionary tales, the Icaruses who flew too high without the proper wings. Viserys serves as a stark reminder that the title does not make the king makes the title. Or in this case, the dragon makes the legend, not the other way around. It's also worth mentioning that every rule in fantasy doesn't need to adhere to the expected. It's the unexpected that often keeps us gripped. But for all his dreams of grandeur, Viserys wasn't a real dragon and never could be. You can't fake fire, you either have it or you don't. And he, sadly, did not.